This ain't a game, I came with the gang. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Girls, we up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. Up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up. We on the up. We on the
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
Hut, hut.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
No good Frederick! And at the buzzer! And at the buzzer! He called it!
As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they'll land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck, and keep those exercises going.
Following is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Medley, here's the alley-oop to Richmond! Another packed house here tonight as BFA Sports presents live coverage of the Camden Panthers and their incredible high school season as it continues tonight against the Quakers of Moorestown. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Losey along with Coffee Jones as usual. To say that this is the best team in the country is kind of a stretch. They came into their game 2 days ago at an 11. They blew out Eastside. They're moving their way back up. They got major showdowns ahead of them, and now Moorestown comes in with a 7-2 record. Can't look past this Quaker team.
Well, you really can't look past them, but at the end of the day, DJ Wagner had 9 points in that blowout victory. They won by 30, and DJ had 9. He was 0 for 6 from 3. I just seen the latest 247 Sports rankings. They dropped him from 1st to 4th. He's going to be upset. Look for DJ to go off tonight.
I was saving that because I remember in our last broadcast, and DJ Wagner 0 for 6 in three-point land, and you said, I pity the next opponent, which happens to be tonight. You know, all right, some shake-up in the lineup a little bit. No Billy Richmond, no Cornelius Robinson. Coach Malik Wayne said little banged up, so we're going to see some Tyrone Hornsby and Deshair Haskins.
Deshair Haskins is one of the most versatile big men you'll find. 6'8" frame, could rebound, push the ball, could run the point a little bit. He's going to be a big key to get them in and out of their offensive sets. We'll get the ball to number 21, the All-American DJ Wagner. They'll be fine.
Camden 9-1 on the season against 7-2 Moorestown. The tip is coming up next.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wagner Court here at the Clarence Gymnasium, home of your Camden Panthers tonight, hosting the Quakers from Moorestown High School. At this time, would you please rise for the national anthem. On behalf of Superintendent McCombs, Principal Bullock, Athletic Director Hickson, and Head Coach Malik Wayans, welcome to the Hive. And now your starting lineups.
And now we get it to the great PA announcer here, Danny Montanez.
Senior number 5, Bird. Senior number 11, Stewart. Senior number 1, Davis.
Okay, so you're looking at the starting lineups as they're coming out. So for the Quakers, you had a chance to talk to their head coach before the game. Ansley, what do you have to say?
Well, it's his 14th season here at Moorestown, 7-2 record. He said they've beaten the teams they're supposed to beat, and they've struggled against some better competition. And right now, they're going to be facing the top team in the state of New Jersey, the Camden High Panthers. Now they're going to be down a couple of starters. Billy Richmond, future 5-star recruit, already got an offer from Kentucky, picked up an offer from Kansas State just 2 days ago.
Oh, get Barrett Brooks on that.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to Barrett. It's going to be a Wildcat possibly, but right now between him and Cornelius Robinson, who's also heading to Albany, another Division I player on that front line. It's going to be a little bit of a smaller lineup for Camden, but they're going to get more athletic. When you talk about guys like Deshair Haskins being able to get up and down the floor, and Jalen Hornsby, he's an athlete as well.
It is so tough to say a smaller lineup when you look at number 2 and Aaron Bradshaw standing at 7 feet 2 inches. But you're right, no 7-footer in Billy Richmond and Boog Robinson. Also talked to Malik Wayans just before we came over, got the starting lineups. And just a real quick thing, I said, coach's decision, now they're banged up a little bit. So that's what we got tonight.
Teams flying out to Massachusetts for some tournament games on Saturday and Monday. They'll be leaving tomorrow, so they're going to get a little bit of rest for some of their big-time players. But for right now, Aaron Bradshaw coming off a double-figure game. He's going to be blocking shots, controlling the paint. DJ Wagner only 9 points. Talking about an 0 for 6 from 3. Teron Murray filled in with 11 points against Eastside, that blowout victory as well off the bench.
So you're looking for him to go off tonight. BFA Sports coverage of Camden basketball is brought to you by Ron Jaworski Golf. Playing your next outing. Big event or celebration at one of the signature golf courses, Ron Jaworski. RonJaworskiGolf.com. This is the Gamechanger opening tap, brought to you by Gamechanger, changing the way games are viewed. And here we go from Camden. The opening tap is won by the Panthers, Sion Medley, Aaron Bradshaw, Bashir Haskins, PJ Wagner's first touch, and Tyrone Hornsby getting a start. This is Wagner kicking out, and Haskins no good with the open three. And a rebound for the Quakers, and their starting five: Jose Bird, John Siwick, Lamar Davis, David Geddesenis, and CJ Haynes. And this is Hayes. And that is Davis. They get it in the corner. They're going to be patient, there's no doubt. If you watched their JV game earlier, which Coffey and I did, low scoring game, good ball control, and the miss off the Chrysidis 10-footer, and back comes Medley.
We're talking to Coach Anstey pregame. Heavy ball movement on their offense. They're going to play man-to-man defensively, but heavy ball movement. You see there. Getting into passing lanes. David Greason. Greason's come in with deflection, almost gets the steal for the breakaway.
So Medley in possession. First minute, no score tonight here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffey Jones, and the crew here tonight. Bradshaw backing in, and that's going to be a foul. And it's on Josh Bird.
And Josh Bird giving up a lot of size on the block there.
I called him Jose. So it'll be Bradshaw to the line.
Coach Anstey told his team just to play strong and play hard. You cannot afford to turn the ball over against this Camden Panthers team. They forced 13 turnovers against Eastside on Tuesday night.
I think the biggest thing in question in the Eastside game on Tuesday night was whether or not Camden can get to the triple digits. And they came close. So we've got points. One nothing. Full court as expected. Davis and Siwick. Siwick gets across.
Good job breaking the press there. Now they got to get into an offensive set and settle down a little bit.
Gasons, number 25, or 21 rather, he takes the shot. He's 0 for 2, but a floorboard. Quakers have possession again. CJ Hayes found himself underneath and into the trees as he got out of there in a hurry.
Yeah, Aaron Bradshaw was about a few feet away from him, but he can make up that distance. Those long arms, that 7'2" frame.
That's Hayes. There's a long three from Bird, in and out. Bradshaw's got a rebound. Here's Wagner.
There we go.
And there's his first touch.
There we go.
Wait till they go from three-point. That ball was knocked out of bounds. And one of the officials says that C.J. Hayes was on the line. By the way, the officials tonight are Ricky Lipford, Mario Marcetti, who had that call, and Ron Green. Haskins getting a start tonight. A little pick and roll from Medley, backing in, and it's 5-0.
Job by the Bashir Haskins. Coming to that jump stop, getting to that left hand. Easy finish up at the rim.
Pressure.
We're thinking the same thing. It's tough to even get into your half-court offensive set.
Gasons. He's a pretty tall young man, and faced up against Bradshaw, he looks a little small. Hayes, pull up. Nope. Rebound. Siwick got a hand on it, but it's controlled by Camden, and Wagner short on that attempt. And Lamar Davis trying to turn Hornsby, couldn't do it. When the double team came, he kicked it out. Bird thought about it, drive, nothing. Suick missed it. That pass, Gayson's got a piece of it, and then that was Bradshaw hitting the deck, and the foul was called on Davis. Non-shooting foul, so Camden will have possession. 4:39 on the clock in the first quarter. It's 5-0. If this is any indication of what we're going to see tonight, we're going to see a low-scoring game.
Yeah, the way that they've been moving the ball offensively for Moorestown.
Oh, can't stop that.
Great set, duck in, right in front of the rim, 7-foot, Sion Medley with the dime.
Over the press that time for the Quakers. There's Hayes. Suick. Quakers looking for their first points tonight. They're 0 for 5 from the field. Davis drives, getting Haskins up, no good. Tough shot. Rebound to Wagner. We talk about it every week how they alter shots, Coffee. Here's one from long distance. Wagner spins it out. Bradshaw's got it, and another putback. And quick timeout from Coach Ansley. It's a 30-second timeout.
Right now, this team is starting to get their offensive rhythm, putting up shots. Good look by DJ Wagner from the top of the key, but cleaning the glass is going to be a tough ask for this undersized Moorestown team with Aaron Bradshaw down there.
Tonight's game brought to you by Gamechanger, changing the way you view sports. Visit them at gc.com. Download the app on the iOS or Android operating device. Up to the second, real-time stats. Gamechanger. Change the way we do things, that's for sure. What a great association that we have with them. And we're thrilled to be a part of that umbrella. 3:48 to go, first quarter. 9-0, Camden in front. Inbound for the Quakers following the Bradshaw follow. And there it is, 1-on-3, and the foul is called.
Oh, got away with one because it was about to get ugly in that fast break.
Should be on Hornsby. And that would be Camden's first team foul. No panic yet from the Quakers, even though they're not on the board yet, Coffee.
Well, just knowing their coach has been at Rutgers Camden before, 14th year here at Moorestown. He's keeping them calm and under control.
He looks like he's 30, and you're saying he's been there 14 years.
Coach used to get some buckets back in the day. He played a little college ball himself, D3 level. See the crisp passing, the cuts, everybody's in the triple threat. Got to find a way to take the lid off the basket, get their first bucket of the game.
And also, Ansley went for height. Ryan Lynch into the ball game, number 12. That's Josh Bird. Gayson's long three, missed everything. And Wagner's entry was tipped, but controlled. Here comes Haskins. There's Bradshaw, and he's going to have a night tonight.
Yeah.
Back to the line goes big Aaron Bradshaw.
They're going to feed the big fella, try to get him going as they start to take on some out-of-state competition on Saturday, and then Monday, Martin Luther King Day Classics all over the country.
And then, how about the 23rd? St. Augustine comes here, and Paul Rodeo, all of 1,000 wins. Our congratulations to Coach Rodeo at the prep. 1,000 victories. And there's a little tribute video, and then I got a Facebook Messenger message from Will Marsh, their PA announcer, and he said, your voice is on there. And, of course, I ran over to get it. I didn't hear it, but that's all right. Bradshaw.
You see the touch from the big fella at the foul line. He's got 7 points so far in the game, leading all scores. But he's been up to number 2 in the 247 Sports rankings in this class of 2023.
Gayson's found himself open for a little bit. Lost it. Offensive board. It's underneath. Gayson's again. Now there's a kick out. Suick will try to get him on a board. No good. How about Lynch going up for a board, and he's going to put it in. And the Quakers finally get 2 at the 2:30 mark of the first quarter.
And they got 2 offensive rebounds on that possession, so that's their 3rd of the game. Finally getting them on the board, second chance point.
Spread out for DJ. And he goes right by and an easy 2. 4 for him. Olay. First double-digit lead of the night for the Panthers is 13-2.
Yes, I got a nice truck with easy pass on it. We didn't go by the easy pass on the toll that easily.
Sewick, kick out. And Bird, is that deflected? It was deflected, so Moorestown will keep it.
Good defense by Teron Murray in the corner, closes out to the shooter. Josh Bird hesitated on the shot. Good job by Murray, not falling for the pump fake, staying down.
Kyle Richardson, more size for that Moorestown lineup, checking into the game. In for senior Josh Bird. Richardson's a big boy. Bradshaw showing some range, no good. Haskins has got a board, put up and in. So give me your quick on Kyle Richardson.
Right now, big fella, looking like a football player to me. See if he can get a bucket in this game.
Lynch to the basket, strong, no good. Teron Murray has a Camden rebound. Down to 1:10 to go. Medley open for 3. And in rhythm, it's difficult to stop that.
And see how Medley, he would be the Camden version of Mr. Big Shot. Chauncey Billups, nothing flashy, just under control at all times, getting to his spots, knockdown shooter, big-time shot maker.
Leo Hinshelwood, number 3, also into the game. There's Gasons. Hinshelwood will try a long 3. No good. Rebound Bradshaw. 45 seconds to go. Medley kick out. Bradshaw for 3. That's off. And a 1 and done that time, and Sewick has a board.
Trapp's got to reverse the ball. Don't be greedy.
There's Richardson, whistle. And Teron Murray with a foul.
Murray, first personal, second team foul.
You can barely hear the whistles. 30 seconds left. C.J. Hayes out top on Bradshaw.
See Bradshaw and that ability to switch that screen out high and then come back down and grab the rebound. Teron Murray, oh, he's at him.
Gasons missed another one. Then Hayes almost stripped Bradshaw. We're down to 10. There goes DJ. Finger roll, rolls out, but he'll go to the free throw line. The foul was called underneath by Ron Green.
See how smooth he is getting to the rim.
Hayes, second personal.
That foul was on C.J. Hayes. That's his second. And that's the team's 4th for the Quakers. Wagner will get another one. So you mentioned Massachusetts. They're leaving tonight, I believe.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We're talking to the coach. They're going to leave tomorrow. Be big games all over the country. Obviously, Martin Luther King Day weekend is a big college basketball weekend and high school sports as well as DJ knocks down the second.
We got a big one here on our air next week. 19-2. Layup for Haskins. Now he'll throw it down.
Haskins.
Feed from DJ Wagner at the end of the first quarter. Ooh, from three-quarter court, Hayes got the front of the rim. 21-2, Camden after 1 on BFA.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Start of the second here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the crew here tonight. Camden basketball. It's 21-2. The Quakers will inbound.
Aaron Bradshaw led off score, 7 points in the quarter. DJ Wagner with 5. 6 points for Deshair Haskins. 21-2 lead for the Panthers after 1.
Lamar Davis pull up. Not there. It just seems like the opponent, when they get here, a little tight. How about Wagner? In and out. Richardson's got a board.
See how smooth DJ is. If I had to use one word to describe his game, fluid. It's like water. He can get into gaps and creases on the defense and get to the cup with either hand.
That can't go for Hayes. Floorboard. Bradshaw stripped. Back the other way. Hinshelwood.
Turnover by Bradshaw, tried to push the ball up his floor himself, and right when he got ready to get to that Euro step and skip through the lane, he gets stripped for the run out. Second bucket of the game for Moorestown.
Medley dancing through. Murray's three, no good, and it's over the backboard. You know, every year I tell you this when we do basketball, Euro step. Is it evolving or is it still the same thing? Because you have a jump step, or is that the jump step?
It's two different things. You can come to the hop step at the end, but right now with the way NBA reps are calling it, it's confusing everybody else because the guys that are playing on TNT and ESPN get away with a lot more than they do at the college and high school level.
So they are not calling it on the NBA level, you're saying?
Not as nearly as much. You know how the stars get
that's
certain
obvious.
treatment.
Absolutely. Davis. That's Lynch. He's got 2 of the 4 Quaker points tonight. And another slowdown from the Quakers, and why not? That's Lamar Davis. Going to get through Hornsby, but he caught him, so the dish winds up in Hinshelwood's hands, and that 3 is too strong. Lynch has got a board and a putback. He's got 4 tonight, and it's a 15-point lead for Camden.
4th offensive rebound.
Bradshaw denied, but Richardson mugged him. That's team foul number 5. At the 6:08 mark.
45 Richardson, first personal. 5 team foul.
So Aaron Bradshaw goes to the bench. I guess you would call a small lineup with the 6'8 Haskins playing the 5.
Medley from 3, he's 2 for 2.
St. Louis Billikens, they're going to love Sion Medley as he comes to the.
Great conversation you had with him when you made him the player of the game last week. What'd you take from that?
At the end of the day, he's just a leader. He understands that he's got some top dogs around him, and Billy Richmond and DJ Wagner, future All-Americans, the 5-star Aaron Bradshaw, but he's the one that keeps it under control. Made some big shots last year in the state tournament up at Rutgers, the TOC as well.
Another slow down.
Look at Jalen Hornsby. That's a football player mentality. You see him get up on that screen.
Lynch picked up the dribble, and that's a problem. And off the turnover, Wagner flying through. No, but he'll go to the line. He's got that look on his face like they're going to fall eventually.
2nd and 1, he gets up, but you see the ball pressure right there. Gets his hand on it. Hornsby gets the steal, pushes it up to the All-American. Yeah, DJ knows he's got to make that.
Rattles the first one. The starters are coming back for Coach Ansley, including David Gasons, John Sewick, and Josh Bird. 20-point lead for Camden here in the second. Should you say platoon at this level?
You can.
Yeah, they were platooning a little bit.
You need to. I mean, you feel like it's 6 defenders out there the way Camden can get up in your face with the ball pressure.
That might be the quote of the night right there, folks. Well done. Lamar Davis, a big screen from Richardson, and I mean a big screen, but it's in the hands of Gasons.
Maybe that should be the new rule in South Jersey. You get to play with 6 on the floor if you're playing against Camden.
Yeah, right. Perpetual power play. How about that? Wagner with the hands denying the entry. And Haskins What's amazing is that everybody has tremendous ball handling skills.
See how he turns around towards the floor, but gets back to that left hand on the baseline. Creative move, 6'8", and can finish. Scouts going to be looking at him very soon. He keep his head on straight, finish out this season with a championship.
That's Bird to the basket, switching hands, denied. The block from Hornsby, Medley's ahead of everybody. 30 for Camden. 4 minutes to go in the second.
You got 3 Division I athletes not on the floor for Camden. Just look how efficient they are.
Tenacious defense, Wagner, and the timeout from the Moorestown bench. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Delaware Blue Coats, the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch all the action on BFA Sports with our good friends Matt Murphy and Dee Lynham here on BFA, the Delaware Blue Coats, the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. And by Ron Jaworski Golf. I'll let you take this one. Go ahead. What do you want to say about Jaws?
Ron Jaworski Golf, 7 signature golf courses. Chris,
What?
you've been there before. What's your handicap now?
I told you. High 80s maybe.
That's what you shoot.
90s it gets hot.
Look. The game, I'm going to need a couple points. I'm going to need some help. My handicap is about a 35, 36. It's pretty bad.
It's all right.
If I can find the ball. I'm doing pretty good.
Exactly. You know, I remember a very good friend of mine used to say to me when we were golfing, if you can go home with the same amount of balls that you left with in the bag, it was a good day.
I'm down to 8. It's been my best round. I've only lost 8. It's been 14, 11, 9.
Ooh.
Mid-Penn golf tournament, lost 8. Jaws' golf tournament coming up June 22nd, 23rd at Riverwinds.
I won in on that.
What's
I went in. You know a guy?
I know a couple guys.
You know, I went in on that. Can I be on your squad?
So you want to lose? I want to win.
Oh, no.
I want all ringers on my team.
No. Then you don't want me then.
I'm trying to get BJ Jaworski. I'm trying to get everybody that's a good golfer. Scott Micklewright. I know some guys that are scratch golfers. Let me get those guys.
No good. Hey, there was a guy, we saw him at Valley Brook, actually at the bar. And I think we had a show there that night, right? And before that, Chris Geis, number 1 pick of the Phillies in 1987. So he's at the bar. I've known him a long time. He comes up to me, and he says, can you introduce me to Ron Jaworski? And I said, I could do that. Murray gets 2 points, and it's 32-6. So, you know, I do the introduction. That's all good. And then Jaws says to him, I watched you play. He said, you're pretty good. He said, you want to play with us in a couple of weeks? From the corner, Gason's, he's ice cold. 2:40 to go. Here comes Wagner. Medley, 3 in a row? No. Murray had a hand on the board, but it goes to Gason's. And the Quakers have control. Down 32-6 tonight on BFA. Richardson. And the foul called on the baseline, Ron Green. And this one is going to go on Teron Murray. That's his second.
Yeah, he's not going to waste any fouls. He picked up 4 on Tuesday against Eastside, but he played hard, got to the foul line, double-figure score off the bench, 11 points for Teron Murray.
You mentioned some of the opponents coming in here. I think Cherry Hill West is there for the prep. And then a big one, Saturday the 28th in Motep.
Yeah, St. Joe's, if I'm not mistaken.
It is at St. Joe's.
2 o'clock tip.
Stay tuned to BFA. We'll let you know if that game will be on our air. Oh, that's a bad pass, and Murray picks it right off. Taking in, scoring, Josh Bird with the foul.
And you love what you see from Teron Murray, just taking over from the JV level, moving up the varsity, gets to the 1-step, hangs in the air, body control. He's gotten taller in the offseason and finishes with the foul.
Teron Murray. Looks like he's in 8th grade when you look at him. I think that's why you root for him so strongly.
Well, he's got the baby face, but he's got a grown man's game. He started to pick it up, and right now, the way he's playing defensively is why Coach allows him to get on the floor.
And he's going to the bench. 35-6. Moorestown, they're getting opportunities. They're just not making. Sorry, we're back on there. Sorry about that. They're just not making the most of those opportunities. The shots are not going down. Kick out, whistle, and we have got, I think it's offense. It is. Yeah. It's an offensive foul.
5th turnover of the game. What do you expect? Compare Sion Medley's his role to Chauncey Billups, and he does what a point guard and a leader would do, stand in there and take a charge.
1:48 to go. Camden's got a 29-point lead. We'll tend to the floor a little bit. Allows us to tell you. Back-to-back next week, though, the Prep and Cherry Hill West, I believe. Did you clear your calendar?
Of course.
And a guy. Got a call the other day from Frank Fusatole. He says hello. In the middle, Bradshaw. He is so tough. When you're going as high above the rim as he does, Coffee, and now he's accurate.
At the end of the day, Big Blue Nation's going to love him down there with DJ Wagner. They find a way to get Billy Richmond as well, get 3 players from Camden the year after that.
First points of the second quarter for him. He's got 9 total. Minute 10 to go. And bad miss from Josh Bird. Haskins running the floor.
Job. Sion Medley just sees it before it happens. Seen Haskins take off and sprint right down the middle of the paint. Coaches say, horses trot, you got to sprint. And he ran and got rewarded for that.
This transition is just unbelievable for Camden. They turn defense to offense like this. Off the miss, Bradshaw, Medley, and foul called on the drive by Medley. You're saying that's a shooting attempt. It's when Wade Crescenda, number 2, into the ball game. Another substitution. Seawick with seat on the bench. Medley miss, follow, good. Deshir Haskins again.
Deshir Haskins with a big-time offensive rebound. He's been playing a lot better these last couple of games, being more active defensively. At Don Bosco game, he closed out the first half with a big-time three-pointer to keep him in striking distance, eventually coming away with the win against the ranked and a pretty good New Jersey team in Don Bosco Prep.
So Lynch had to fight Medley for that rebound. Quakers do have control. That's Lamar Davis, spun it to the middle. Lynch, one-hander, no good. Nice follow by Crescenda.
5th offensive rebound. I think they got all their points off a second chance opportunity so far.
Medley reverses. 10 for him, double figures for the leader in the backcourt, Sion Medley. Davis slides, that's bad, at the horn. We are at halftime. Camden well on their way. They lead 43-8 here on BFA.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Girls, we up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
Hut, hut.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
No good, Frederick!
And at the buzzer! And at the buzzer! He called it!
As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they will land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck and keep those exercises going.
Welcome back to Camden, everybody. Getting ready to start the third tonight. It is all Panthers as expected. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones. Great to have you with us tonight as Camden looks for their 9th win of the season. And ahead of them, they got quite a schedule. We were listening to the announcements and see it on the schedule. The prep come here, Cherry Hill West comes here, and of course they got that big one. So when you get a game that's sandwiched in like this, you take care of business. Camden's taking care of business.
They've been doing that. Aaron Bradshaw, the big fella, gets off to a great start, 9 points. 12 points for Desir Haskett. He steps into the starting lineup. Billy Richmond out. Cornelius Robinson sitting out. He's been big. Offensive glass getting out on the break. Only
8 for Moorestown. A lot of misses, and I said it earlier in the broadcast. When you're playing Camden, you got to make the shots early, and 0 for 9 to start is not a good start.
You got to make your shots early. You can't turn the ball over. 5 turnovers. Camden gets 4 offensive rebounds. You got to play better and be sound. Don't give them extra shots and extra possessions. They're too talented, even without 2 stars.
What do you got on DJ Wagner? Because we're expecting him to have that breakout because of a performance the other night. And let's not say he didn't play well. I'm just saying he didn't score like he usually does. He's going to come out in the second half, I think, look for more.
I'm going to call it a DJ Wagner quarter, where he'll go for 14 to 16 in a quarter, and he'll just have a spurt where he'll just fill it up 4 or 5 straight buckets. This may be the quarter where he just turns it on just a little bit, and then get ready to go to Massachusetts tomorrow.
Well, it's 43-8 as we get ready to start the third quarter tonight. Not much else to say, because when we're in this place, we love coming here, by the way.
Of course.
It's amazing. The atmosphere is incredible. But if you are on the other side of a score like this, and you're Coach Ansley, just like the other coaches, what do you say to your kids?
Try to work on running your sets. You're playing against a great defense. They're going to be ball pressure, 7-footer blocking shots at the rim. Can you run your sets, get a quality shots? That'll start to play out when they get into the rest of their division play, their division games against competition more of their level, if they can focus and run something crisp against the best team in New Jersey.
That's a pretty good synopsis there as we get ready to start. 43-8 is our score. It'll be Camden ball to start. And you mentioned some of the scoring leaders at halftime. They are what we call the high premier players, right? And speaking of, this portion of the broadcast brought to you by Premier Orthopedic Associates. 8 convenient locations in South Jersey. Visit us at poasnj.com and go from discovery to recovery just like that. By the RK Auto Group in Vineland with RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, RK Subaru. Jim G and his gang. Go to get a fast break to Delsey Drive in Vineland and pick out your #1 draft choice winner for your next car or truck. Ready to start the third. Ricky Lipford, the official tonight, taking a peek. Ready to go, Chris? It's a good thing, isn't it?
You know people, man.
I feel like you sometimes.
You get VIP parking spots. I had to park 2 miles away.
Yeah, that reminds you, I'll take you to your car if you'd like.
Appreciate it, man. I'm dang there in Collingswood.
Haskins, no good. Well, maybe the car thought you were in the apartment still. The 5 on the floor for Moorestown. Lamar Davis, Gasons. How about Davis all the way? He got right through Bradshaw, but another miss. Wagner, 1-on-3, doesn't matter. Oh, can't get it to go. And you're pulling for him. Right. I can see it.
You want 2 off games in a row. He's going to explode one of these games and light up the national scene.
Gasons, he was able to get Medley in the air and then drains it. So he's on the board. First minute, third quarter. Camden with a 32-point lead.
Look at the duck in right there. Asian is just a little bit late with that pass.
And it was Lynch that was active and got a piece of it. And the Quakers are back on offense.
Just 2 turnovers in the first half for Camden. That's their third of the game. A lot better after 11 turnovers against Eastside, but still they're just a better team.
Tried the entry to Davis, got knocked away by Hornsby as Malik Waynes goes back to his starting 5 that started the ball game tonight. Bradshaw, Haskins, Hornsby, Medley, and DJ Wagner. Gasons, who's on the scoreboard now, drives, but the roll not there. Rebound to Haskins. Ahead to Medley. And then Hornsby got caught underneath the basket and was up in the air. And the easy turnover for the Quakers. That's what happened that trip.
Yeah, just when I praised him about not turning the ball over just twice in the first half, they get 2 in back-to-back possessions.
Gasons, not good with that. 1 for 7 for Gasons. Hornsby out of control, but he dished it off to Sion. And DJ Wagner hanging, no. Bradshaw got a hand on it, but a Moorestown rebound, and this is Seawick. Seawick going the long route, then kicks it out. Gasons again, got it. 2 for 3 in this half. He's got 6. Medley to the basket, lost it, but it was knocked out by the Quakers. Looks like Moorestown's coming out with a little bit of purpose in this half.
6-0 to start the third quarter. Got to be impressed by that. And if you're a coach, you can say, look, just try to win the quarter. See if you can outplay the best team in the state for just 1 quarter.
Teron Murray into the ball game, and Bradshaw. Authority. Don't break it, young man.
We only got 1 here.
Seawick with speed, but couldn't get that to go. Now Wagner's ahead. Go right by Lynch.
You said if they won't fall on the layups, I'll just go ahead and flush this one.
Lamar Davis to the middle. Gason's feeling it now. No good. How about Lynch battling Bradshaw for that board? Lynch came away with it and allowed Davis to come up with a 3 that's no good. Murray the other end. Blocked. Josh Bird.
Yeah, once Teron took that power step, I thought he should have went reverse on this layup. Good job by Hornsby getting out to him. He turns the corner right here, go under the rim, finish with that left hand on the other side.
Bradshaw, tough to defend. No good. Lynch has got a board. He's got 7 boards tonight, does Lynch.
6-4, Moorestown up in the third quarter until now.
And Wagner stepped right in the way of that. Showtime!
And that's what makes him an All-American. That's what makes him a 5-star recruit. I still got him as the best player in the country. The heck with 247 Sports, because he's going to play both ends.
I'm going to write that one down. January 12th, to heck with 247 Sports. I like it.
Now, I do appreciate they got Aaron Bradshaw up number 2 in the class. I feel like they Simeon Wiltshire up at Roselle Catholic. I think he's underrated.
Another steal. Oh, my! Hornsby. Woo! And that will draw the timeout. It'll end the 6-0 run. Then Camden goes on their own run of 8-2.
Jalen Hornsby showing the bounce, getting to that left hand. They clearly do calf raises here at Camden.
Tonight's game brought to you by Gamechanger. We are changing the way you view live sports. here on BFA. Go on to the Android or iOS operating systems and download Gamechanger today. Visit them at gc.com with up to the second live stats, videos, blown calls. That should get a reaction from you. Camden bench, Malik Wayans and company, and of course, that video courtesy of our own Nick Penza. They're used to it, you know that Camden and the high-profile television, they're used to it, but always look at the other side. It's like, wow, we're on TV tonight.
Yeah, they're on TV. Coffee and Chris are here. The crowd's here. You seen last game, Darius Slay.
Yeah,
Hassan
no Reddick tonight.
The mayor of Camden, New Jersey. Oh, they got beat on the back cut.
And that's Henschel Wood with 2 more. 4 for him. Moorestown has 16. What a fool I was. I said to Hassan, I went, I went to Temple, and he just looked at me like, and I wanted to say, I got out of there before you were born, but I didn't have the heart to do it. Graduated in 16.
You don't look a day over 45, Chris.
I know. Lynch found himself open. He's got 6. And down to 3:10 to go.
To a back cut by Lynch.
So let's see what's DJ wearing tonight. Get the earth tone kicks going. How about that move? And he'll go to the line again. Let me get a close-up of his kicks. So you can comment on those.
Oh, he keeps the swag now. His dad, he's got the pedigree. I see he's had the Kobe's, the GG's on.
What was that?
I'm just glad he's knocking down his free throws today.
Yeah. $12, right?
4 for 6 from the line.
Right over his shoulder, the Clarence Turner Gymnasium plaque. Sign. 2 for Wagner.
He's just nominated him and Aaron Bradshaw, Simeon Wiltshire, Roselle Catholic. 3 of the nominees for New Jersey for the McDonald's All-American game.
How'd you like to go to that game?
You know, I was talking with some buddies of mine, Khalil McDonald, some guys I play basketball with and pick up. 2007, I was in Louisville playing Arena 2 football, and we're playing at Freedom Hall, and they had the All-American game there. And I see O.J. Mayo, and there's a loaded class. Derrick Rose is in that class. Blake Griffin. I mean, just so much talent in that 07 McDonald's All-American game, and this year it's going to be loaded as well. I definitely expect Wagner and Bradshaw to get their calls.
So the game, it rotates locations?
Yes, they move.
I remember it was in Chicago one year.
Yeah, Chicago.
It was down in Florida one time. Do you know where it is this year?
I'd have to look it up. Give me a second. I love doing research.
I know you do. Wagner with a tough dang.
All right, did we say a DJ quarter? That's 8.
And without long distance.
Here we go. He's going to pull up for 3, and he's going to get another transition breakaway. It's going to be something. Don't be lazy. No lazy passes.
Tough shot, Gasons. Wagner defending that. Defense to offense, and Medley is pushed on his way. Cameron Robinson into the ballgame. The senior number 4 commits the foul from Moorestown.
Best player in the country since 8th grade. He's been number 1. Don't care what anybody says.
Whoa.
Great catch.
Bradshaw earning another trip to the line. Henschel Wood with a foul. Like Medley picked the ball up and then put it back down right in front of us. Did you see that?
Yeah, it got a little caught on his hip. But
yeah. Is that a – so if you're playing the pickup at that certain gym, are we letting that call go? Are you calling that?
Depending on what the score is. All right, if it's point up, yeah, we're calling that. We're calling that. 0-0, we'll let it play, but we're calling that if it's point up. I'm telling you right now.
What's .0 mean?
Point up. It means you got game point 7-7. Well, games only go to 8 when we play. The morning runs, games go to 8. If you got anything above 6, we're calling everything.
It is a foul or it is a violation, whether it's point up, 0-0, 10-10, 100-6.
Well, let's people get away from stuff at 2-2.
Hayes trying to back in Haskins. That's a fadeaway in the rim. Unkind for him, but he got his miss, and he scooped it back in. So give 2 to C.J. Hayes. He's on the board tonight. 90 seconds left in the third. Camden's got a 35-point lead. Haskins. Oh, make it 37.
Good pass. So I talk about Haskins. That time he drives to the right, goes away from that dominant hand, but drops off a nice little pocket pass to the big fella for the flush.
13 for Bradshaw. Hayes to the basket, reverses. No, his follow is no good. And a floorboard for Camden. And that's Murray finding Haskins in the corner.
Look, Sion Medley calming things down. Make sure we get a good look. Pick and roll, open shot.
3 no good from Murray. And a floorboard for the Quakers. And that was Robinson. Hayes in trouble. Nice job by Hinchelwood. Nice dish by Hinchelwood, but Geeson's walked. Clock stopped with 28 seconds to go. And you see the score.
A guy like Sion Medley, you see he slows it down after that break. Haskins was kind of trapped in the corner. He gets a wide open look on the opposite side for Teron Murray. This is why he's a Division I recruit. Undersized, but as tough as anybody as you'll find in the state of New Jersey.
Wagner, nope. Bradshaw, Medley. He's got 2 3-pointers tonight. Give it to him again. What do you think?
2 for $1. They're on sale.
Instead he's going to take on everybody. That's another gear, Coffee.
I mean, he picks
the ball up. That?
One dribble from the three-point line. You're thinking he's going to pick the ball up, and before you know it, he's at the rim. 10 points in the quarter for DJ Wagner. He's got 17 in the game.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Yes, we up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. Up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up.
Bluecoats.team is the website for the Delaware Bluecoats, the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers, and the sponsor of BFA Sports High School Basketball. And now we've got some kind of an issue. Oh, we got another jersey problem. If you recall in our last broadcast, Tifa Hall, remember? He's number 4 in the book. He's number 3 on a jersey.
Well, he just came in and played a JV game that they had to squeak out a victory. I seen him take a great charge down the stretch. They were down when we got here in the second half. Tough game, but Coach Nelly and the JV team come away with the victory against Moorestown.
Will Hickson, the athletic director, so they're going to see if they can get a shirt. Now they're going to blow it dead again. Moorestown, possession to start right in front of us. If Ricky was closer, I would have explained to him what the delay was because he didn't even know. Robinson, Hinchelwood out of the corner. Here's a 3 from the corner, and that's good. Stephen Parker into the ball game.
The way Parker took his time, got his feet set, got his hand around the ball, and knocked down shot.
Medley responds with the Camden Panthers' 61st point of the night.
Good defense by Haskins there, staying down, not getting up the foul.
Sanda getting some playing time as well.
Big Caleb Bryant, the big fella's in the game as well.
He wears number 25. He's out there on Parker, and then they throw the ball away.
Yeah, OG used to put up some buckets here. I seen him. Pull that. Arthur Barkley, they threw it right to you like you used to be. You're a legend.
9 turnovers.
At the end of the day, they've been struggling. Sion Medley's going to give the ball to Teron Murray and let him run this offensive set here.
You know, it's the same script every game. Opponent comes in here, poor shooting to start. They get into foul trouble. And then the icing on the cake is they commit way too many turnovers and give Camden opportunities like that. Second chance, ball out of bounds to Moorestown. 6:26 left fourth quarter. Camden will be 9-1. And of course, that only loss was to that team in Florida. They went down to Miami, Columbus.
Yes, sir. Still got some chance for a national tournament. They're going to obviously play for their state championship here in New Jersey and petition if they can go to that national tournament between them and Roselle Catholic. I think they're two of the best teams in the country.
There's a block. Lamar Davis got it shoved right back in his face. Alley-oop Haskins, but he was flat-footed. Everybody was waiting for it, but Haskins didn't get airborne. And it's just their basic, boring two-hand layup.
And a good job by Caleb Bryant getting that steal, igniting that break. Another dime for Sion Medley. If he's not A-10 Rookie of the Year at St. Louis, I don't know who's going to be.
Oh, wow, Hinchelwood from the rafters.
Big time.
He's got 8. And a block foul.
Yeah, that one almost hit the lights.
So Lamar Davis commits a foul, and out he goes. That's 14 fouls. Camden has yet to commit a foul in the second half. Medley pulling up, tough jumper, spills out. Haskins has a board, 1-on-2, doesn't matter. Haskins, 16 for that man. Got a spot start tonight. The injured Cornelius Robinson and Billy Richmond. Hinchelwood's feeling it.
You know, left-handed people mostly can shoot.
He's got it again. Now a kick out. Parker missed that. Murray runs out. Murray all the way to the basket. Teron Murray.
These guys are known to push it. I mean, this team right here could make it to state with just the guys who's on the floor, led by Sion Medley and Deshair Haskins, with so much talent here in Camden and New Jersey, period.
Whistle. And foul was on Sion Medley. Hornsby will check back into the game for Camden. I think Medley's night's over.
Yeah. Big time, 12 points for Sion Medley.
Close him out.
17 for DJ Wagner. You get 29 from your star-studded backcourt.
I think he's next. A good dish underneath from Robinson, but Hayes couldn't get it to go. Camden comes back at 4:15 left. A lot of traffic in there, and Hinchelwood comes away with it. Scooping himself. No good, but showing you something, isn't he?
He's aggressive. You like it.
Like Rashi Bell on Tuesday.
Down by 40. Rashi Bell went off over 20 points for Eastside.
Murray just inside the arc. No good. Rebound, no good. Another one, no good. 4 for $1, and then the foul. You say 2, I say 4. Caleb Bryant doing the dirty work, and he's rewarded with a free throw trip.
See some of the players down there, I swear that's the football team, because I used to get cheered like that when I got in the game.
That's bad.
Back at Van Nuys High School.
That's bad.
It's all right. There we go, big fella. There we go.
You weren't one of the AYOs, were you?
At the early part of my career.
Okay.
In my senior year, I got to play a little bit more.
Do you remember that AYO?
Yeah, all you others.
That was awesome.
Look at the touch of the big fella.
When Ron,
like me out there.
When Ron Paulus first said that next to me in a radio broadcast, I almost lost it. Here's Hayes with a 3 that's off the rim. Rebound to Haskins.
Oh, he's so athletic.
Hornsby.
If Hornsby isn't a 5-star recruit at cornerback, I haven't seen one with my own eyes. He's too athletic. With the hang time, gets back to that left hand. He's naturally left-handed. Finish with the foul.
16 fouls. Hinshelwood and Hayes take a seat. John Zolman, number 20, into the game, and Cole Pitcher, number 24, as Hornsby converts on the three-point play.
So Chris, I got a question for you. How about this?
Yep.
You get to play against Camden, but you get to sit one of their players. Who do you pick?
DJ Wagner.
You sit Wagner.
I do. I do. I want to see how they're going to respond as that basket counts in the foul, and that will send Cameron Robinson to the line. I mean, why not? Come on. I mean, see how they react.
Bradshaw. I mean, the way they play with Bradshaw in the game. I mean,
okay.
Billy Richmond. I mean, there's just so much talent here at the high, especially the last couple of years. You lose Fleming, Elijah Perkins.
No?
They're loaded.
All right.
That's your choice. I totally respect it.
Okay, what's your choice?
It's hard to play against Aaron Bradshaw. I mean, he just erases shots. People don't even take shots in the paint because of him down there.
But Richmond gets 2 inches, and assuming everybody's healthy, right? He's only 2 inches, and he does just as – no, I'm not – look, Aaron Bradshaw's phenomenal. I'm not taking away from him. Here's Zolman, strong to the basket. He gets on the scoreboard.
There was some authority there. Sean Zolman. Nice bucket.
Haskins, double team, going right to the basket. 78 with 2:35 to go.
Reminds me of a movie I watched as a kid, Boys in the Hood. They're like, young kids going to the store. He's like, you don't have any money? He said, I'm going anyway. This year said, I'm going to that left hand anyway. I don't care what you do to stop me. I'm getting to my dominant hand, and I'm laying it in.
Zolman to the line, and the foul. There's the foul on.
Luis Cosme, I think he picked up that foul. But Zolman being aggressive. Both times he drove left. He went baseline for that earlier layup. This time he goes left and gets a couple of free throws.
And my bad, it's 76 for Camden. To Moorestown's 31, and the miss from Zolman. He'll get another one. One out of 2 for Zolman. He's got 3. And we've got 2:15 to go in the ballgame. Oh, Haskins to the basket. It just seems like everybody that has a white jersey on has attacked the basket at will.
20 points for Desir. It's high for the season, no doubt. He's playing like the player that I know and think he can be. And we got to get him on a broadcast one of these JV games. He wants to be a broadcast. Look at the hustle. Getting on the floor, up by 50. You're trying to.
Pitcher, the lefter, no good. Rebound and a foul. And it's going to be on Camden.
Blowout game. Long rebound. And you see Camden players diving on the floor like it's game 7 in a tie ball game. You got to love the.
Got to get quicker with your camera. That's right in front of us.
It's the culture that they brought here to the high. Obviously starting years ago, 1959, 1960, back-to-back state champions.
Robinson stepped back and buried it. He was on the line, and it's 78-34.
I think he should have got some more playing time. Anybody who wears those green Kobe's got to be a baller. It's hard to find those anyway. He's only gotten 3 shots in this game.
When did those Kobe's come out?
They brought him back out since he passed, and Cosby with the cross in the leg.
That gets a rise out of the crowd as we're down to a minute to go, and Cosby gets on the board, electrifying what's left of this crowd here.
And that's what you.
Oh my, and underneath, when Robinson got it, all of a sudden, 3 Panthers converged on him.
When Cosby makes that crossover, you see Billy Richmond, DJ Wagner, Aaron Bradshaw get on their feet and cheer on their underclassmen teammate.
$80 for Camden tonight. And we're down to 45 seconds. Try it again. And no whistle. There was a whistle. Can't even hear.
I thought he walked.
So did I.
He walked trying to gather his feet.
They're not going to call that. Let's see what we got.
Tried to overplay the screen. In and out dribble. Yeah, a little bit of a walk. Should have dropped it off to Desir Haskins for the dunk. It was so loud, the referees, they couldn't get the whistle here. Yeah, on the ball pressure.
On the floor with 30 seconds, and we've got a whistle.
I like it. I like it. Cameron Robinson said, hey, not on me. You're not doing this against me. I don't care what the score is. He stepped up and got a stop.
By the way, with 29 seconds ago, tonight's game was produced by Ryan Schumacher, directed by Sam Dobson. Camera tonight, Charles Hope, nice behind you. Nick Penza, the rover, and Hollywood John Tucker underneath the other basket. The executive producers of BFA Sports are Al Fisher, Doug Stasic, and Brian Murray.
I haven't seen Albert in a while. I got to tell Al Happy New Year.
Albert. Walk call, forget that. Ron Green with the call at 17 seconds. That'll wrap it up. Coffey's going to have the player of the game tonight. Camden Panthers. Another very impressive performance. And they win this one going away. So our next broadcast on BFA will be the 23rd when the prep come here. So in the meantime, it's over. 80-35 your final tonight. Coffee Jones has our player of the game here on BFA.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
Hut, hut.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Coffee Jones here with our Gamechanger player of the game here tonight. Camden 80-35 victory over Moorestown. Desir Haskins 20 points in the game. You had 12 in the first half. Talk about your intensity, being into the starting lineup, and how you came out so fast.
I barely can hear you.
You hear me now? I said, how'd you come out so fast? 20 points on the night, 12 in the first half. What was your mindset in this game?
I knew he was missing two big pieces, two big starters, Billy and Boog, and had to pick up the energy. I couldn't slack.
Just talk about your game. I love your versatility, being able to rebound with your length, shoot the three in the corner, get to the cup, get to that left hand. What have you developed in your game over this last season and a half?
Just confidence. My coaches give me confidence. My coach and my team give me confidence. Just to go and attack every time I get it and shoot it every time I'm open.
Well, you guys going on the road tomorrow, got some big games Saturday and Monday. How do you keep focused knowing that you're the top team in New Jersey?
Next game. We worry about next game. I don't know who we got next game, but we worry about Moorestown yesterday. So if we can build it game by game, and hopefully we get a win.
We'll keep it up. 20 points, our game-changer player of the game. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Coffee Jones. Tashir Haskins, our player of the game. To wrap it up tonight on a Camden victory, 80-35, and Tashir Haskins is our game-changer player of the game. So our next broadcast here is the 23rd, and that's when St. Augustine comes to town, and Paul Rodeo and 1,000 wins. That ought to be quite a basketball game. Taking on Camden, that game is at 7 o'clock. But our next broadcast on BFA is Tuesday the 17th at Oma, Absegami, in a good matchup against the Lady Villagers of Oma. So that's our story tonight. Again, Camden wins. They're 9-1 on the season. So for the entire crew, for Coffee Jones, this is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time on BFA. Good night. Medley, here's the alley-oop to Richmond!